FUTURISTIC.radio.com.
The views and opinions expressed are those of the host and guest and not necessarily those of TalkTainmentRadio.com, the management, the staff, or K&E World Network, LLC.
Hello, everybody. Hello. This is TalkTainmentRadio.com, the way radio should be heard. And this is Stairway To Heaven with your host, DR.BASE Claude Smith. I'd like to give a shout out to Miss Johnny Mae Johnson, Eric and Stephanie, and also to my boss, Frank Bryce, his birthday today, and my other co-worker, her birthday. And Stairway To Heaven is brought to you by the Sensational Keys of Harmony, and also Praise Temple's Community Church. I'd like to say this: the Keys are meeting tomorrow. I'll let you know what we're gonna have what's on our book on our menu. We are meeting tomorrow, and we're gonna work some things, get some things together. Also, I'd like to say my topic today is walking through the storm, and this is something that came over. I didn't know what I was gonna talk about. Thought about a whole week, and then this popped up on me. So the story is about walking through the storm. And before I get into that, I'd like to say to Miss Sassy and her boyfriend Rocky, them two, they're a mess. So hopefully when you two get together, they both full like animals. I call them Rocky, Mrs. Rocky. And they do like to do things together. He'll jump over the fence to see her, and she'll wait for him. So hopefully one day they'll get together. Now, getting back to my subject, walking through the storm is about how we're as a nation is about to go through one. Things has begun to erupt, corrupt, and coming apart. People are getting to the point where they don't care what goes on, what's being said, what's being seen. And we got to stop and take a look at ourselves. Although Daffy Duck and Stupid Dog doesn't care, but they too planted this and they got it going. Droopy Dog is an instigator. He does things that bring things up, and he seems like he wants to be in command. He wants to take over. Daffy Duck, as I talked about him before, is his partner, and they do things, try to get things together in a way that nobody knows nobody knows what they are doing. But the thing of it is that we have to sit back and watch and listen closely. For we was warned of this was coming. We were warned that things was about to change. We were told and warned, look out what's going to happen. But still, we did not pay it no attention. So now we're walking through a storm. Now we're crying about what's about to happen. Haven't started yet, but it will happen. It's come to the point where the world is about to destroy itself. The world is about ready to disintegrate it within itself. We don't have the patience or the time to stop and listen, trying to find what's going on. We just gonna go do it anyway. Also, things that's not right. Let me say this before I go forward. I forgot some people. I'm gonna say this is to KNOK. I'll see y'all next month. So my shout outs to y'all. After I get after the point comes, and after I sit back and watch this, which I watch every day as I go to work every day, and then I hear what's going on the media every day, how things are being changed. There's some things that shouldn't have been. You got people out here begging for help, and got people out here getting shortcut from help. We also got to the point where we the people has lost its gold. And it's just like everything's getting ready to turn into a dictatorship. Our people are suffering. As they say, Jesus Christ said, if I'm correcting, if I'm wrong, if we would just turn from our ways and call on the thing, he will heal the land. Well, there's so much healing in this land that need to be done. But us as people will not stop and listen and call on Jesus Christ or the Lord to help us out. We rather do things on our own. We rather do things without any help. But in the long run, we do need help. All of us need help, regardless what it is. Too many of our hunger people, too many of our poor people are suffering each and every day. We're getting less and less taken care of, be less and less looked after. And there's a whole lot of sick out there that need to be taken care of, but they're looking down on like a piece of paper that you can step on and pick up or burned. Our less fortunate people are getting looked down on as trash. In other words, rather than what does it mean, or what you don't mean nothing to me. But our upper class people doesn't care, because I remember, as I always said before, you don't look down on a man unless you're picking him up, and you don't, and for what I can see, nobody's picking no one up. Everybody's trash talking, downing everybody. We need to understand that most of us are not in the groove, or are not. Doesn't seem like they got what they want. You gotta go try to get yours. Maybe there's something that they try to get, but those who try to get themselves help, they're the ones that always get turned down. They always get turned down. And for as that concern is, we got people out here begging every day that really need it, and got people out here begging that don't need it. You got the pretenders, and you got the real. The pretenders out there begging every day. And you can walk around the corner, about 2 blocks down, they got a nice fine BMW, Cadillac, Mercedes-Benz, Lexus, whatever it is. They got some new, but every time they come around dressed like you and I, don't have nothing on. Put it in disguise. And the ones that really, really need it, that needs the help, they do not want to take care of them. They don't want to help. They don't look down upon them. Or they don't do blah, 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 blah. And there are times that I have been in shelters and seen guys, friends of mine, talk to them, and he showed me how he had a job, but he's waiting for his apartment to get fixed up. He didn't want to go allow him to stay with his family, but he stayed there till he got his house together. He had a job. But what happened was that he happened to step back there in a room one time, and them guys was begging how much they counted, how much they got that day. Heck, they make more money than you and I working 8 hours a day, and they will tell you that. That's one part of the storm. The other part of the storm is that those are people that run con gangs, calling you on the phone saying that this and that and the other. And deep down inside, they try to find the ones they can pull into their little gang. And some they pull, some they don't. That's another part of the storm. The storm is casting over the world, and it's like a big dark cloud. And once it gets like a big dark cloud, it's a cloud. It's not like a rain cloud. It's a cloud that comes and stay. Most of the dark cloud, rain clouds, be dark. They'll come, but they will leave. They'll stay up maybe an hour or so, a couple of hours. They'll shoot the storm out, bust out with rain, whatever it is, and then they're gone. But this storm here is not going anywhere. This storm here is going to stay. And and I can't say it's brought by us. It is brought on by us because we let our minds, it's like a garden, and we let other things plant things in our minds, and you let it grow. I always say the mind is not nothing but a garden, but what you put in it grows, and it grows bigger and bigger every day. You got a lot of evil people saying every day that, hey, we don't care, because what we put, we gonna grow it, and what we gonna put on that, what's in that star, in that seed, either you like it or not, or you gonna like it, or you gonna take it like it is and shut your mouth. But we have to stop letting storms like that come in and just take over us. We have to sit back and think, say, Satan, get away from me. I hear you not, for you're nothing but destruction, disease, and sickness, and evilness. This storm has so much evilness and sickness and so much destruction within our minds, and sometimes it gets within our hearts that it does so much. We don't even take the time to share, find out who's who and what's what. We got to go on, just push and go on. We have people that in such bad condition today that they are wondering how are we going to get out of it, or how are we going to make it. And some people do not appreciate how things grow or how things do, how it goes. They better go ahead and do their thing, lay back on you, and go try to find and move on to the next person. We got so many of our young men out there that's trying to help themselves. No, boys and girls, young men and women trying to get help. To the point, nobody wants to help them. Nobody wants to help them. They go get help, they get turned down, thumbs down. Well, I'm sorry, but you can't help it. We can't help it because of this and that and the other. Oh, yeah, they want to help, but they can't help because their hands get tired. It's tied behind their back. And they got some that want to help, get the bad word. I'll try to help you, but when they try, they get turned down. It's all the storm has got itself mixed up in the system so bad that we can't do nothing. Even down to the veterans, even down to the senior citizens, even down to people out there, and there's so much going on here. This storm is tearing this whole country and other countries apart. This storm is coming here. It's going to turn this whole place into a chaos. Nobody ain't going to be able to trust. So there won't be no more love. Because there's a storm get a hold of everything that we do or tried to do. We are going to wind up worthless people, homeless and sick. We're going to get so mad we want to fight and try to hurt each other to get what we got to get. But see, we got to stop and think of one thing. We got to try to stop this chaos. We got to put a fight in front of this chaos and say, no, we're not going to stay here and let this happen. We're going to go ahead and fight. We're not going to stay here and let's see our sisters and brothers, even down to the children. And our children suffer more than we do. The young generation that's coming up behind us now is suffering now because nobody has taken time out to show them the right way of life and how to do things. All they know is media. And once they get home, there's no one to guide them and tell them what to look at and what to watch. Because if they go home, they go right to that one-eyed devil. It's called a computer, which has everything that a young mind shouldn't, because they know how to work on. They know how to get to it. And sometimes when they could be on Instagram or TikTok, they can talk about that. Find some people on those medias, even down to Facebook. They will find somebody that talk but don't know. could be a disguise. This is how it affects our young folks. Another way is from the streets. This is how our young people get stuff from the streets. And they got people that got stuff in their mind that'll grow and put in your child's mind, and it'll grow. That's why it's hard to handle the young folks today, because they have put so much, the storm has put so much into their minds that it stinks. They put so much stuff in their minds that they forget about where they come from. They forget about whose house they live in. They forget about they be told, well, you can do this and do what you want to do. All you have to do is make that phone call. Well, that phone call is a trap. And once you make that trap, they think they got it good. They walking out of one prison, walk right into the fire. And the fire that they walk back in, they think, oh, they got their own rules. Because you're going to be like a burden. They take you and treat you like slaves. And I've seen this. Children walk into a foster home and were mistreated like slaves while the other families sit around and watch the other children work. And they know that this is not their child, but they're going to mistreat it. Instead of them showing them guidance, showing them love, they show them the other way. We have things that's not going to be like a ship that's on its way. It's like a ship going towards far in the deep end. And this storm just keeps pulling, and it's like a tornado, just twirls and twirls, and pulls and pulls and pulls. And next thing you know, you are in it. If you like what we talk about, what the music plays, please contact me, Dr. Base, at 614-817-5588. And this is Talktainment Radio, the way radio should be heard. Our people, though I guess I'm going to say the whole world is suffering. All our lives are Southern. All our lives are Mother. Doesn't matter who it is. And we got so much stuff that our lives that has come to the point where they'll show it. Well, we're going to show you that this is right. And deep down the long run, it's not right. It is not right. It's wrong. And then when it gets wrong and stronger, that's the way it ends up wrong. I see that when the time comes, and when it starts coming, things start sweeping through, you'll be wondering, wow, we went through all of this trying to get to what we want to see. But as long as that dark cloud is still hanging on us, it's going to stay there. As long as that dark storm is going to keep coming inch by inch, it's coming. Slowly but surely, it's coming. And it's going to be a disrupted. It's going to be a point where somebody's going to say this. Let me say this. We are so vulnerable to what is being said that we will fall for it. We're so vulnerable to hear what's being said and we will fall for it. We're so vulnerable to see what's going on that thinks it look good, but it ain't good. We will fall for it. We're so vulnerable to everything that's put out there in front of us that looks pretty and gorgeous. We'll jump on it like a tiger looking for something to eat. We do not. It's not that people learn and open up their eyes. And as my grandfather would say sometimes, and he would say, I hear him say, he would say, we got to learn to love and fight. For there's only one person that could save us, and one person that we should listen to. And that's the good Lord upstairs. He is watching us each and every day. He is watching us and see how things are. He's sitting up there. He's sending messages and sending warnings and telling us what to look out for, what's this and what's this all about. But still, we sit here, don't pay it no attention, and go ahead on and say, well, we don't need this. We don't want to listen to it. We're going to go do what we're going to do. Fine. But when the storm gets worse and things get bad, you're going to wonder, why didn't I listen the first? They said this was coming. They told us to warn. We did not pay no attention. We told that person, you don't know what you're talking about. So leave me alone, let me do my thing. But at the same time, you're going to suffer at the same time. You're going to suffer in a way that it's going to hurt. You're going to suffer in a way that you wish that you had listening. You're going to suffer. It's going to be in a way where I can't even walk down the streets safely without getting hurt. I'll get smacked up on the head. Well, that's happening now. That's just the beginning. It's going to be the point where, get to the point, are you a Christian or what? If you're a Christian, you don't have to sign up and mark of the devil on anywhere in your body, you are dead. There's a thing like, we're going to counsel all religious and all preachers. Won't be a time you'll be against the law where you can't even go to church on Sunday without coming and raiding it, because they think that you're trying to brainwash people or trying to keep the people from knowing what you know. It's going to be a point in time where soon the pastor walks up in his pulpit and got his Bible and going to start his sermon. It's going to be the point where their troops will be marching in and telling the pastor to shut up and sit down and dismiss the church, say, y'all get out here and go home. And then that time is coming. There's a lot coming. There's a lot going to come. We may not be here to see it, but it's coming. Because the Antichrist is coming. And they're coming to destroy and kill and see who they could devour. It's coming like this commercial says, freedom from religion. Now, the last thing that guy said, oh, I ain't scared to burn in hell. But brother, mister, you go head on, because you will be down there burning for eternity. We need to return, we need to repent and return to the ways that the Lord wants us to be. It doesn't matter who we are. It doesn't matter what we do, who we are, and how are we. He just wants us to give him time to do what he has to do. But we got so many people that's in his way that they don't even want you to know what he's trying to do. They don't even want you to talk. They want you to keep your mouth shut. And that's what they are. We, the people. There is no we, the people. There is we were the people. And then when this comes, when Satan comes and take over this world and take over this country and take away all other countries beside us, we won't be able to listen. We have to go underground. There will have to be underground churches. There have to be underground radio stations, underground anything, because it'd be like, if anything Christianity pops out, they're going to grab it and you're going to be dead. You will be dead. You're going to be hung and killed because of what was said and what was taught. King James Version of the Bible, any Bible, is going to be destroyed. They'll grab it, they'll come to your house. If you got a Bible, it's going to be a time where they're going to come to your house, catch you with a Bible, they're going to take that and destroy that. This is the storm that's coming. It's on its way. Haven't got here, but it's on its way. Also, it's the storm that's going to terrorize families and tear them apart and break them apart. That's beginning to come. This is the way things that should not be. We're going to have to learn to love each other and show each other. We can't let this happen. We fought too hard. We came too long to get where we are. They broke away from the King of England during the British and United States Independence War. Then we were brought over. But we fought all civil wars, World War I, II, Korean, Vietnam, Desert Storm, and the wars going on. We were all into that. But still, you want to take everything that we fought for away from us. We have to fight. If it hadn't been for some of the things that we fought and learned to do, things will not be here. We got to give people like that appreciation. But the storm will not let us. Storm is going to intervene. The storm is going to try to tell us, well, we can't help you no more. Well, who you going to help? The same ones you're looking down on, the same ones that you're going to have to need them for a glass of water. Or you're going to have to need them to come and help you do things. For the Lord knows within our heart that we are burdened, we are heartbroken, and we need help. But those who are heartless and gutless doesn't care. They want things done their way. And I, myself, needs help. I pray to God every day to help me out each and every day. We all need to love Him. We all need His protection. We will always be under His protection. If we don't let our guards down, we have to show love. And right now, good Lord help us. The good Lord help us. We can't make it. And as I said, but for those who like what we teach, what we tell them, please give us a call at CLAUDE.com or give me a call at 614-817-5588. KNON. I'll see you next month. And looking forward to talking to you. I'm going to have them give us a call, have them come on the show, call us from there. And we'll talk about that. Dr. Joyce, First Lady, Madam President Joyce Talbot, and her ladies, they are fun to listen to. So hopefully next week I will have them call in and we will talk about KNON, how what got that station again, how they are. But anyway, my shout out again to you and the rest of the other people. But listen to this, but the storm we're still going through. We're still going through. And we're still walking through. We're going to always walk that storm. And when you leave out the door, ask the Lord to protect you and give you strength. And ask the Lord to guide you as you go from work and home and from home to work. Ask Him to protect you as you, because people don't care what you do or how you are. They are going to try to do everything they can to block you and stop you from doing what you want to do. So ask the good Lord to help you out and show you the way and give you strength to climb. Because if we don't, we'll never make that because there's a mountain that's got to be climbed, and we got to climb it. And there's a mountain that's that has to be done and has to be get to the top to it. But as long as we don't listen to what we say. Now, my YouTube friends, I'll see you next time. Remember, the mind is nothing but the garden. Don't put it in it and let it grow. Love you. Talk to you next time.